Prince Harry, he went to the rodeo, but he didn't look particularly thrilled about being photographed there, did he?
Yes, so some pictures emerged of Harry attending a rodeo in Texas. It was quite interesting seeing him there because, of course, he has, although he was born into this kind of hunting, shooting and fishing lifestyle the royal family enjoys, that's something Harry has really shunned in recent years, ever since he met Meghan, because she is very much an animal rights activist. So he hasn't appeared on the kind of the royal shoots you would expect to see him in. But obviously, old habits die hard, and he was quite keen to see a bit of authentic America.
Thank you, Rebecca. We'll be back with you a little later. Let's bring in my panel now. Here to discuss all this and more is the Mail's star columnist, Sarah Vine. And Richard, the Daily Mail's diary editor, Richard Eden, who we all know I adore. Welcome to you both. Now, Rodeo Harry, Sarah, some will be questioning how this sits with his and Meghan's stance on animal rights.
He's just trying to get away from his wife, isn't he? I mean, it's bound to happen sooner or later.
The costumes are great.
Yeah. Maybe he's just trying to do American things. Rodeo is quite an American thing. I don't know, maybe he's trying to integrate more with the people, with the real people of the America. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe he just got invited by a mate and he thought he'd have a few bevies. I mean, if I were him, anything to get away from Meghan. I mean, she's quite sanctimonious and boring about animal rights, isn't she? So he probably just, I don't know, maybe he just got home and made a calculation that it was probably worth the aggro. I don't know.
I smell a rat, though. There must be some sort of...
some reason.
It must be for some TV show or something.
Do you think, for Netflix content?
Exactly. I was wondering if it was sort of for Netflix, it would be like Harry Meets America or something.
Yeah.
Cringe-making like that.
What was wrong with the hat? I'm still confused.
It's not a cowboy hat. It's a, I don't know, was it a trilby or something?
Well, it's more like a sort of felt Crocodile Dundee type hat.
Because he did all this, he did quite a lot of, didn't he do some ranching in America? In Australia. So maybe it's Australian.
Possibly.
Maybe it's an Australian hat, not an American
was it
hat.
the Akubra?
I think that might be what it was. You should know about this.
Yeah, I know.
But what's upsetting is that we haven't actually seen Harry on the horse or anything, or on the bull, whatever they do at rodeos.
Let's see him on a bucking bronco.
His excuse was that he'd left his. He got lost on the flight.
In other quarters, small suggestion of an olive branch with that picture being visible of Charles with Meghan.
Yes.
Is that how you...
That was at Clarence House, wasn't it?
Yes.
I've been to Clarence House for supper, and there is an anteroom.
Yeah.
I haven't, I ought to say.
There is an anteroom with lots of family photographs in it, and like you sort of see in kind of stately homes where you go, there's a piano, there'll be a piano full of endless photographs of ancient, long dead aunts and stuff. So it's a family event, it's a family occasion. So it would be there normally, and I think that this whole idea that the senior royals never liked Meghan is just made up. It's just a fantasy that all these frenzied people who are so desperate to find some source of offence have decided is the case. It was never the case.
Well, I think
Prince Charles was very happy to have Meghan enter the royal family, and he offered to take her up the aisle or down the aisle. I don't know which one you take.
I mean, isn't that what?
Say take up the aisle? I don't know.
Isn't that what this photograph was? It was.
He says it's that one walking her down the aisle. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I think
that's the phrase.
From all we've heard, Prince Charles was greatly honoured to be asked to walk her down the aisle. And we saw that in Robert Hardman's new book, where he was talking about, what was interesting was that Meghan made clear she only wanted him to halfway up the aisle, because she wanted to be on her own for that great sort of
that great
entrance.
Moment. Yes, exactly.
So he was really sort of a bit part player in her drama, I think.
Yeah, I think they were really fond of her, and I think they really wanted it to work, and I think it's a shame that so many of their cheerleaders are determined to find offence at every turn.